guys, what's up? Today, before I start filming episodes 9 through 12, I had an idea I wanted to start filming. Um, I got this idea from watching one of Fell's live streams. He streams Minecraft for YouTubers. He has his own server, and he kept talking about uh, runners for his SMP. He wants people on his SMP to just pretty much run around the map generating new chunks, so there might be something interesting for them to build on later on. At least that's what I think it was. Anyway, I kept thinking about this, and the more I thought about it, the more I thought, maybe this little idea could be useful for a tutorial. So, what I'm going to do is I made World 5, and it's what I'm basically going to give myself is bare essentials. So this is the kind of stuff that you would have while running, stuff that'll help you basically run around, build shelters for the people on the SMP who will later go around and find what you make. So you're going to run around, and during the night you're going to make shelters. Because if you make it to an area and it's about nighttime, then the people who are trying to find the areas that you've uncovered are going to have trouble surviving the night as well. This is assuming that the server you're running around in, or even in your single player. If you're just running around for the sake of running around, this could be useful for you. So, basically what you want to do is you're going to have some essentials. Now I'm going to set my damage here to negative 999, basically an unbreakable, just for the purposes of this video. So you're going to need a pickaxe, you're going to need a stone sword, just in case. I'm going to set my damage to negative 999, Again, you're not going to have infinite items, but this is just for the purposes of the video. You're going to need a stone pickaxe, you might need a shovel, so stone spade. This program I'm using is called InvGrid. I believe it's for both Mac and PC, but it works for me. So pickaxe, sword, spade. You don't really need an axe, but you might need one depending on what you're going to do, what you're going to build these buildings out of. So alright, so you got your basic tools. You're also going to need a compass. You don't need a compass, but it helps. You're going to need some building materials. I would suggest dirt. If you can get a hold of some netherstone or netherrack, then that might be good too, since it's so widely available and easy to mine. But pretty much anything that you can get a hold of. So I'm going to get cobblestone. So I'm just going to fill up the rest of my quick bar with that. You're also going to need a stack of lumber or logs. And torches. I'm going to save that. Here's our first day as a runner. Wait, why did compass helps? I wanted a watch. Oh well. I was thinking watch, I got a compass. Though it would help to know where you need to go back to. So we're just going to run in this direction over here. We're going to follow the land until the sun gets to about a quarter of the way down. So I'll probably pause the video and return when it's there. Now, as a runner, you want to focus on getting as far away as you can. You don't want to loll about. So your goal as a runner is to get as many chunks generated as you possibly can during the day. You can go during the night, but it would be very dangerous, especially in SMP with the zombies. They have their Inspector Gadget reaches. Go Gadget extendo arms. They got the bender arms, whatever you want to call it. So, generate these chunks, leave all the resources for everybody else. If you see coal, you see iron, leave it there. You should already have what you need. You need your torches, you need your building materials. Get these torches out here. Oops. You also don't want to take as much damage as I just did there. You want to try not to jump as high. Try not to put yourself in any danger. Pretty much. And that is a floating tree. Okay. Whatever. If you see mushrooms, collect them. I'll explain why in a little bit. See, here we go. We're generating some very interesting looking hills. Got some mountains forming over here. Another thing that I didn't mention is you might also want to bring a bucket of water, 2 buckets of water, maybe, because you want to set up. Ooh, this is very interesting. All right, the sun. It's almost high noon. So you want to leave these structures as natural as you can. Again, as a runner, you want to get going and go. Because your goal is to generate things like that. You can't stand idly to look at it. You can look at it later when you're not being a runner. See, had I idled, I wouldn't have generated that massive mountain. Which is going to be a pain to get across. So I think I'll just go around it. Now again, on your server, the main builders will probably look at this on the map render, and they're going to think, hey, I want to build something there. I might hollow that out. Make something really good. There, see? Terrain is generating as we're running. There's some clay for future gathering. Now we're in a forest. This is where you're going to find your mushrooms. And here we got more beautiful looking mountains. Got a cave there. Now this is the type of area that monsters will spawn in. I would recommend laying down torches. There, see we got some skeletons that spawned over there. You just want to generate this and keep going. If you have time, you can lay down some torches. You can fight the monsters in order to make it safe for future use. But in this tutorial, you just want to run. There, see, we got some clay over here. Keep going. Here, got ourselves a red mushroom. We're going to go ahead and collect that. But if you see something in the distance, don't go out of your way to collect it. Just leave it there. Just try to stay as straight as you can. We've got ourselves a nice looking natural waterfall. Here we got some mushrooms that spawned in the shade but couldn't stay in the shade for some reason. I'm not sure how exactly that happens. They'll spawn in the shade but then they'll pop up. Go ahead and collect them. Oh, I think this is a good spot. Right next to this. Is that? Yeah, that's a force block high. That occurs naturally sometimes. I don't know why. This is a good spot to set up a little outpost. Oops. Don't want to do that. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be something that's livable for the night. And I suggest cutting corners in order to save on building materials. Leave one block 3 high so you can get down. Try to make these buildings have a ceiling that's 3 high so that your explorers, the guys that build, you're the explorer. You gotta make sure that the guys that build aren't too cramped. I said not to cut corner. I just heard a spider. It must be near a cave. Oops. I said not to cut corners. Sometimes it's hard for me to cut corners. So in the next morning you might want to go out and just recollect some of the stuff that you don't need laid out. Alright. Now we're going to leave this for now. We'll work on it more in the morning. And like that. I'll put a door here soon. This is why we have our lumber. The lumber allows you to carry all of your necessary wooden implements, without taking up too much inventory space. And with little time to spare, we got ourselves a little outpost built. And now we can work in here. What we want to do now is we want to build an underground. Again, nothing too perfect, but we want to at least have the ceiling between the first floor and the second floor too thick. And make sure you light things up. So there, we got our too thick. We're going to go down one more. And again, you can go just 2 and try to save on materials, your pickaxe. But again, you want to try to make this as comfortable as you can. And I don't have to worry about resources right now, or tools. You want to make something 2 down, because this is going to be your storehouse. Your little storehouse for this one area. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a place where they can go to get supplies without the worry of creeper explosions outside. So I'm just going to make this... Uh-oh. If you run into that problem, just go ahead and block it off. Try to avoid cave situations. Alright. We're going to hop up here and recollect our workbench. And for this outpost, we're going to make a few storage bins. Really, just 1 or 2 is all you should need, because you're not going to be here for long in order to fill it up. So just 1 should be fine. Make sure you got torches up. Now, even if a creeper were to explode right here, it wouldn't affect this chest. The safety of this chest is your #1 goal. Now that I think about it, I'm just going to lower it into the ground 1. Again, if you run into that problem, block it up. Make sure it's visible. And here you can put your mushrooms. And in the morning, you're going to make sure the coast is clear and collect pork, which I'm going to go ahead and prepare for now. I'm going to go ahead and make a furnace, embed it into the wall. And again, light it up so it's visible. And don't worry about making stairs. It's just, it needs to be a safe haven. And I'm going to go ahead and wait out till the morning.